What's up, guys? Dog Polk here, and we're back with another episode of Poker Hands. And today we've got an especially delicious treat for you, a massive pot that happened in the Triton Super High Roller Cash game. Before we get into the hand, though, I just want to let you nerds know that if you're really into strategy and math and stuff, you might not like this hand. Well, you're not going to like this hand. So on that note, let's go ahead and jump into the action.
Flop's in position. He's going to try to see a flop here.
You guys, Tom, you guys play on Saturdays?
Play what?
Every Saturday you guys play?
What do you mean?
Or you guys
JRB.
We can be. Are you bringing Rob?
No.
Gonna
Today's Saturday? Today's not
Gonna
Saturday.
squeeze.
Action killer.
I think it's Saturday morning, yes. Wow.
Yeah, I'm going home in 2 hours.
No, the airport's closed down.
It is, it's snowing
Yeah. I heard that one.
And there's a typhoon.
and a hurricane.
So if one doesn't get you, yeah.
yeah, and a tidal wave. And a monsoon.
Wait, don't
We've
say
seen
tidal
the
wave. That might
movies,
make him want to
right?
fly out, right?
Whatever you guys do, don't quit. Aaron, you're going to be a big star. You raise me.
Thank you.
We have fun, right?
Yeah, lots of fun. That's why I call.
That's why you call me? You have fun?
Yeah, I know it's very stupid to call, but I want to make some fun.
Okay, buddy.
You like it?
I love you. I loved it. I enjoyed it. And I lost, I think.
Yeah, I really enjoy it.
So Lang Yu trying to decide what to 4-bet to. After JRB squeeze. Makes it 76 million.
Our hand begins at 1 million, 2 million with a 2 million big blind ante and Korean 1 blinds. Now, the action kicks off with Yu Liang looking down at ace king under the gun and bumping it up to 6 million, which has been the standard opening size in this game. Action then folds to Tom Dwan, the cutoff, who looks down at ace-6 suited. This is a pretty close spot. I think that when you're playing in a game without antes, you could definitely look to fold here a chunk at the time. With antes, it gets a little bit closer. I don't mind mixing it up, doing a little bit of 3-betting, doing a little bit of calling, doing a little bit of folding. I think all three options are on the table here. I know you guys like it when I say that, so I try to work it in when I can. Anyway, because this is Tom Dwan playing live poker, he does decide to go ahead and call, and now the action's to Rob Young on the button, who looks down at ace-3 offsuit. In any normal game, this would be a fold, but considering we're actually playing much closer to pin the tail on the donkey than we're playing high-stakes poker, he does decide to go ahead and make the call. Now over to JRB with 5-3 suited, and he decides to 3-bet to 32 million. And at this point, I have to wonder, what is my life becoming? Is this who I am now? I don't even play. I just sit here and watch people flat ace-3 offsuit to opens and squeeze out of the blinds with total garbage. Who am I? And what am I watching? You know, there was a time, I played high stakes. Long time ago, it was 2017. Just ages, eons ago. I used to be a high stakes online predator, specializing in heads up, taking anyone in the world on one-on-one. And now, this is who I am. I comment on JRB squeezing 5-3 suited out of the small blind. What happened? Where did it all go wrong? You know, I'd say it's gonna be okay, but it happens every day now. It's just another ace-3 offsuit call from Rob Young. And 5-3 suited squeeze from JRB in the small blind. This is my life. Anyway, JRB does decide to squeeze to 32 million here in the small blind with 5-3 suited. Now, typically speaking, you'd want to use stronger hands that actually make sense within your strategy, like maybe some 10-9 suited or some ace-queen offsuit or something of that nature. Hands like 5-3 suited you want to fold because you're out of position against super loose stationary players who aren't going to fold to you and frankly might try and stack you with a variety of value bets that would not be normal playing 200 to 300 big blinds deep in a standard cash game. Anyway, 32 million to the big blind. Wu looks down at 9-5 offsuit and expertly gets out of the way. You really want to make sure that you commend good play when you see a game like this. And the action's back over to Yu Liang. Now, in most games, when you're playing this deep, you're not going to want to get it in with ace-king offsuit under the gun versus a small blind 3-bet range. The small blind 3-bet range is going to have really, in this situation, maybe 8, 9, 10% of hands, and quite possibly less than that as well. So normally speaking with ace king, you probably want to mix in some 4-bets, but mainly lean towards a call. I can kind of see both options being fairly reasonable. There are some lineups you might want to 4-bet and consider folding to a jam, even though that's not my favorite play when you have ace king. As you get very deep, your opponent risks a lot to jam, and so that play can become kind of reasonable, and then you can 4-bet call when you have kings and aces or ace king suited. But what about if you know your opponent's JRB? Well, then you might want to 4-bet for value and call a jam. You just got to know your customer. And Liang apparently does, because he's going for value. He 4-bets this and hopes to get some action against JRB. Duan makes discipline laydown here, facing a ginormous bet with ace-6 suited. And then Yang, tough spot too, but he gets out of the way, and we're down to heads up. Now, this is a tough spot for JRB. He could either make a discipline laydown that he knows he should make, or a liberal call that is probably going to lose him money, or a super spewy jam that would be extremely bad against most opponents. So he's got all three options on the table, and I want to show you this in real time, what he decides to do, because he definitely mulls over his options before he makes his decision.
After JRB squeeze, makes it 76 million.
Quick decision.
That was quick, right?
JRB actually shoves.
Yes, that was in real time. We did not edit anything out. It's reasonable for the amount of money. That just seems good. All right, so back over to Liang, and he also has quite the decision to make. I wonder if he can find the call.
JRB actually shoves.
Another
5-3
kings
suited.
Against ace.
Quick call. Wow.
Then open the card first. Wait.
Go, no.
No,
Just
no,
go.
you have to
You open and
You have to
all
On the
open.
stream, I think you're open.
You have to open.
A little opposite of Aaron's. Or sorry, of yours, right?
No open?
76?
All right, so people are gambling. Let's see if the gamble pays off.
76? Snapshot of 300.
Not good for the show.
JRB in trouble. Needs a 3 or a 5. He's going to lose this big ass pot.
Mr. Young, very, very small pair. Small pair.
He wants to see him.
What the fuck?
Nice hand. Nice hand.
Wow.
I love this show. It's great episode ever.
That's going to be it for me, guys. Once again, thank you for joining me for an episode on what not to do when you're playing for multiple houses. I hope to see you tomorrow for another episode. Maybe someone jams with Jack 7 of diamonds. Maybe someone just punts off their stack for no reason with some other hand. Maybe somebody flats King 3 offsuit. We're not going to know until I see you then. See you guys soon.